now to get out of this level, all I have to do is to locate the dog and then find the stairs again. And the dog was in the Get Lost building, so I'll have to look for it. Oh well, I won't have had to look for it for very long. There it is. So all I have to do now is find the metal building, and the stairs are inside that building. Oh, now I think I am going around in circles around that part, so I'm gonna check out a part where there's a bit more building variety. A bit more open, and nope, that's not the one. It's a different sort of pattern of wall I'm looking for. Here's the entrance, and here is the axis that leads to the exit. So everyone's dead, so at least it's going to be easy. And it takes me to level 15, back and forth. Now this level's actually named because it's separated into two halves, the northern half and the western half. And as you can see, there are lots of enemies. It's another outdoors level, by the way, even though it may not look like it at times. I'm saying that because both sections are surrounded by a big fence. So yeah, that building I started in is the only point that connects both halves of the level, hence the name back and forth. I'm gonna have to go back and forth through this building in order to get to the southern half later on. And as you may have noticed, I turned around at the beginning because the game tries to fool you into going into the southern part first, when in fact both keys are located in the northern half. Yeah, I remembered that one. And I didn't remember that secret passage, but it sure was neat. Okay, there's more assassins. Oh god, I hate those metal bars. They always get in the way. So yeah, there are a lot of buildings, very small buildings, though there are a few bigger ones like this red brick one, which I think I'm gonna check out now, even though I haven't entirely secured the outside area of this half of the level yet. So what's inside there? A witch, and yeah, oh my god, I think it's a big maze inside a seemingly smaller building. You know that small on the outside, a lot bigger on the inside thing that seems to exist in most video games? Well, I can guarantee you that, well, there's no spatial distortion or anything like that. It really is as big on the outside as it is on the inside, though it definitely doesn't look like it because I am absolutely lost, even though this building takes only a quarter of the level. And not only that, but unlike what you may think, the walls aren't paper thin. They actually have a width of 1 tile, so there's even less space to cram all that stuff in there. And that's before even talking about the surrounding area that's outside of the building, which reduces the space even further. So it's actually quite incredible that Ken Silverman actually managed to cram all this stuff into so little space. Okay, another beehive, and it doesn't accomplish much because at this point of the game I have a pretty high rate of fire, so it would be only threatening if it came along with a lot of other enemies such as assassins, witches, or if the guy was feeling particularly sadistic, pirates. And here come more bats. Is there anything this way? No. Oh, seem to be a lot of bats there, and they're not moving even though I'm really close to them. Why are they not moving? I'm sure I must have activated them before. Unless, wait a minute, do you mean that they only start moving if I come in from the other direction? Like if I came straight out of the central building and went straight towards the bats, then they move, but I sort of attack them from behind, even though there's technically no attacking from behind in this game. Well, except for when the enemies attack me. But me, I can't attack the enemies from behind because they're always turned towards me. Yeah, a clearly visible cloak behind 2 barrels. This doesn't scream shoot the barrels at all. Though it would be actually pretty cheap if you couldn't shoot the barrels, but the secret passage was from behind the cloaks, if you get what I mean. Alright, now I guess I'm stuck in a maze of walk-through walls. God, words cannot express how much I hate these, and you probably know this by now if you've been watching these videos, but I fucking hate them. I always get the feeling I'm going to be butt-raped by a group of pirates whenever I step through one. Okay, now I haven't seen this wall pattern in the northern half of the level, which means I must be inside a building in the southern section. And here's the gold key, so after that, all I'm going to have to do is to actually explore the southern half of the level, and then I'll be able to complete the level without having to go back to the northern wall again. After all, if you play your cards right, well, that's why this level is called just back and forth, not back and forth and back and forth. And okay, yeah, that was not so well hidden. Always check indentations like this. Even if you can't shoot them, try walking through them, and quite often you'll find something good. Now there's another building in the northwestern part of the level that I haven't checked out yet. Hey, there was a bat left and it never moved from that spot at all. Whoa. Either my theory was correct or I just ran into some sort of crazy glitch. Okay, doesn't seem to be much. It's a much longer building than it's actually large, so it should come as no surprise that there's only one hallway filled with goodies. Though I'm wondering why there wasn't a row of pirates or something, just to make my life a little more difficult. And speaking of the devil, there's a lot of enemies, but thankfully those upgrades I got from the stone building. Get away from me so I can close the door. Good! Now I can actually explore the southern part of the level without having to carry that dog around. And what I'm going to do this time around is that I'm going to secure the entire outside area before I explore the actual buildings themselves. Now this means a little more running around than I'd like to do, and that you'd like to see probably as well, but it's for my own safety. I don't feel like dying because I wasn't careful enough. I've had enough of that so far, especially that one death early in level 6. Man, I still don't understand what caused that one, especially since I spun around when I died and there was nothing behind me. And while I'm reminiscing about earlier levels, there was someone who pointed out that, remember in level 13, those hidden hallways that were filled with pirates that kept coming at me? Well, in one of those rooms, there were like 4 gold nuggets that were worth 20 cents total, and I completely missed them because they were like camouflaged in between all those meals. You know, green on green doesn't... Wait a minute, is this... Hey, that was pretty fun actually. It was like a whole bunch of assassins in one straight line. They were all begging for an ass-kicking. So now I suppose this building is the one I warped into earlier on. So, is there... I thought I saw another door while I was busting all those assassins, and hey, there's actually another entrance. So, yeah, that building's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Well, I should say again, because I was talking about it earlier in this level. Seriously, there was the place I warped to earlier, and now this shouldn't be going on for too long. And what, more hallways? Okay, I said earlier that there was no crazy space distortion or anything like that, but even I'm starting to doubt that now, even though the maps of the game clearly indicate that there's no such thing and that the buildings are as big on the outside as they are on the inside. But Jesus, oh, there's the stairs, and I'm going to exit this building, and I'm going to leave the rest for next time. I think, by the way, there's a homing missile in one of those buildings. I don't remember where it is exactly, but I guess that's part of the fun. So, yeah, next time.